Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. And we got some 2012 Baltimore Ravens football. Hello everybody. And it is week 4 and the Cleveland Browns come to Baltimore. Cleveland is 1-2. The Ravens are 3-0. And the Ravens won the toss and deferred to the second half, so they'll be kicking off to Cleveland. And let's get down here to the field and get this game started. And here's the kickoff from Tucker. And that's going to be a 20. Kickoff is a P. That'll be a 17 on the kickoff. 17. And that'll be a... Get to the right chart, it'll help. A 17, that'll be 72 yards. 72 yards. This Cribs isn't going to bring it out. Just do a touchback. So I'm going to do something a little different here. I'll show you. Jerry YouTube channel. Check out his great videos. He sent me I'm going to still call the plays, but I'm going to use this. That he did. To pick the receiver and the running back. He's got the plays down here. You can roll a D20 and decide whether it's a running play or a passing play, and then decide who gets the ball. But I'm going to still call the plays for both teams, but especially for the team playing the Ravens, I'm going to let the dice decide who gets the ball and who it's thrown to. So that's a new wrinkle. And I'll do the same except for the opening drive. If it gets to a backup on this first few plays, obviously the backup ain't going to start, so I'm going to use a starting player here. So it is 1st and 10 from the 20. Cleveland's going to go with an inside run, and that is going to be a 23, and that's going to be Richardson's going to get the ball. It's going to be a 22. It's going to be a good gain. A 16 to the right field position. A 16, and it is a 15. That's going to be a good defense. That's going to be a BG. So what did I say? A 16 on a BG. 16 on a BG. And that's going to be good inside run. It's going to be good still for 6 yards. 6-yard run by Richardson. And now they're going to do an outside run. Let's see who it goes to. And that'll be a 25, and that'll still be Richardson. And a 32. 32 on an outside run is a 26. A 26. And a 35. And a 35. That's going to be CS. CS on a, this is what, CS on a 26. CS on a 26 is going to be -3 yards. So Richardson loses 3 yards on that. Can't turn the corner. And it's going to be 3rd and 7. And they'll do a short pass. And that is going to be 34 on the pass. Who's that going to be to? 34. Trent Richards is going to get the pass. Trent Richards is an A on a short pass. That'll be a 26 on the pass. That'll be a BS on a short pass. BS on a short pass. Okay, get the chart here. Short pass. Inside run. So we're going to have an inside run. Inside run. And a short pass. Let me get here. Okay, short pass. It's a 14 on a BS. And we're going to make it an AS. And a 14 is, 35. That's going to be a penalty. 35 on an AS. That's going to be 7 yards and a TH. 7 yards and a TH. So that will be a first down if it stands on the TH. So a TH. A 45 on a TH. 45 is a 31. Unnecessary roughness on the defense. Add 15 more yards. Not good for the Ravens. So that was a pass to Richards. Complete for 7 yards. And then you got a penalty. 15 yards on the defense plus the first down. Let's see here. That'll be 15 seconds since there's a penalty. Maybe we'll do it this way. We'll get rid of the penalty and then add it afterwards. No penalty, so it'll be 7 yards. And then we'll do an untimed down. 15-yard penalty. No time will come off the clock. 15 yards on the defense. So it's going to be 1st and 10 at the Baltimore 45. They'll do an inside run here. And it'll be to Richards, right? Yep, an inside run to Richards. And 56. It's going to be a 25. 25 against a 45. Be CS. CS. Inside run. CS 25. And that's going to be against a CS. That's no gain. So they'll go short. 2nd and 10, they'll do a short pass. And that'll be a 16. Who will that go to? 16 will go to Ben Watson. And Watson is a... Watson is a. So, and then 54. That'll be a BG, so that'll be an AG, and a 35 again. AG 35. AG, that's 10 yards and another TH. 10 yards and a TH. 54. 54 and a TH is a 13, and that's illegal use of hands on the offense. So that gets rid of the first down. So it was a completed pass to Watson for 10 yards. There's going to be a penalty on the offense. Offense 10-yard penalty. That'll be 15 seconds off the clock. So now it is 2nd and 20, and they'll go short pass again. And that's going to be a 16. That's going to be to Watson again. Again, he's an A. 24 is a BS. And a BS. 25 BS. 25 AS rather. 25 AS. And that's going to be intercepted. Intercepted. W59. W59. Okay, W59 on the interception. That'll be a 46-59. 2 yards D9. So it's a pass. Intercepted. They want 2 yards. And D9, he was D9. D9 is Webb. Webb intercepts it. Webb on interception. And the return. Let's see how far he goes on the return here. Return, interception return. Here we go. And Webb. Webb. That'll be a 63. And that'll be a 35. 63 and a 35. He's going to get 30 yards on the return. But now there's a penalty on the return. So a 30-yard return by Webb. Okay, and what kind of penalty was that? That is a TK penalty. TK. TK penalty. A lot going on this play. 16 on a K. 16 is 7. Holding on the offense. And they'll decline that penalty. And they'll take the interception. So it is 1st and goal from the 10 for the Ravens. 1st and goal from the 10. First and goal from the 10. and we're going to do an inside run to rice. Inside run to rice. God damn, everything's falling. I swear. Ain't my damn day. Knocking the fucking cards off. Come on now. Okay. Inside run to rice. From the 10. First and goal from the 10. Goal from the 10. Get the right chart here. That's the problem, trying to remember where these charts are. God darn. Inside run from the 10. And that was a 56. That was a 56. And that'll be an AS on a 41, a 26 and a 41. Where in the hell's the chart? I just had it. Damn it. This is pissing me off. Inside run 41, 26, and AS. What wasn't? Yeah, an AS. That'll be 2 yards for rice. Okay, we'll go short pass here. Short pass. Short pass. That's going to be a 25 for Flacco, 63 on the defense, and a 56. Who's that? Again, if it's not a starter, it's going to be a starter in the opening drive. So that's going to be Pitta. And Pitta is a C. So Pitta. C is a 63. That's going to be an AS, make it a BS. BS on a 7. A BS on a 7. BS 7. And that's going to be an 11 yards, so that's going to be 8 yards and a touchdown to Pitta. Touchdown Ravens. Interception turns it into a touchdown. Let's see something here. Options. Set up options here. Not there. Where else is it? Maybe in the rules. Manual entry. Clock stops. Yep, okay. So we're going to do a pass to Pitta. Complete for 8 yards. and a touchdown. And now the extra point. And that's going to be a Tucker on the extra point is a 17. On the extra point, and that's good. Alrighty, now the kickoff. That'll be a 41 on the kickoff. And that'll be a 4 on the kickoff. 4 on the kickoff. And that is going to be 67 yards, and they're going to return it. 67 yards, 2 yards deep, and a 21 for Cribbs is an 11 on the return. 11 on the return. And that'll be 20 yards. Doesn't make it back to the 20. So, 1st and 10. That ain't right. That ain't right. Close this out. Yes. So, replay. Play. Resume. Previous play. 67. Cribbs with the 67 yards. It's going to be a 20-yard return. And here we go. That's more like it. Okay. And we'll do outside run. And that's going to be a 16, a 36. That's Richards. 45 will be a CS. A CS on an outside run of a 25, no gain. Defense is starting to clamp down now. We'll do a short pass. Short pass. That'll be to 15. Who's that going to be to? That is going to be to Ben Watson again. Watson has an A. 12 will be a CG, make it a BG. BG and a 42. And 9 on a BG. 9 on a BG. And that's good for 10 yards to Watson and a 1st down. Do an inside run now. 62 on the defense. So it'll be a CD. It'll be Richards getting the carry on a 42. That'll be an 18. 18 on a CD. BS. 18 on the BS. And that'll be for 4 yards for Richards. And he'll do a short pass. And 13. That is going to be, oh, damn it, 13. That'll be to Gordon. On a 52. That'll be a CG. He'll make it an BG and a 33. That's a 5 on a BG. Short pass BG. It's going to be a good gain. A 5. BG is 15 yards to Gordon. And all of a sudden, Brandon's finding his groove here. They're going to do another short pass here against this defense. That'll be a 16. That'll be to Watson. 46 is a BS. And Watson will make it an AS. AS. And a 29. 29 on an AS. 29. He's going to get sacked for 2 yards. See who gets the sack. Sack. And a 24. Who gets the sack? Have to make a defensive change here. No, we won't. A sack. Gets the sack. And we'll stay with we'll go with an outside run here. Try to get some of them yards back. Outside run. Try to cross them off. Cross them up. And that's going to be a 41. That'll be an AS. AS 33 is still Richards. And a 62. It's a 24 on an AS. 24 on an AS. And that's 2 yards. And they'll go medium pass this time. 2 yards. And we'll do a medium pass. Medium pass. That'll be a 22. That'll be a good defense. That'll be a CD. 33 though. Good roll for him. And 56. Who's getting that? 56. Alex Smith is a C. Alex Smith probably isn't in the game, so we'll have to bring Alex Smith in. Have to bring Alex Smith in. I don't want to do it that way. Alex Smith will come in the game. Alex Smith. So Alex Smith is a C, and that was a CG. CG on a 5. Medium pass 5. A CG is still going to be completed. Damn. For 27 yards to Smith. Damn, nice job. Picking the Ravens apart on this drive after the interception. All right, we'll do an inside run here. Keep them honest. That's going to be the Richardson. 65. Be a BS. BS on an 18. BS on an 18. BS 18. And that'll be 4 yards. Now we're inside the 30. Go to another chart here. And we'll keep it on the ground here on second down. We'll do an outside run this time. Outside run. That'll be a 51. And that'll be to 42. Is that still Richardson? I think so. I think he goes up to, it was a 42. 42. I think he goes up to 54. Yep. And a 55. That'll be a BG. A 17 on a BG. 17 on a BG. BG, that'll be 2 yards. 2 yards. Okay. Now to do a short pass with 3rd and 4. That'll be the 55. Who's 55? 50. Chris comes in. And he is a C. 51 and a 31. 31 is a CS. CS. So we'll stay a CS. An 8 and a CS. 8 and a CS. It's going to be 8 yards and a first down. Cleveland moving the ball well here. Okay, 1st and 10 from the 17. And they'll do an inside run. And that's going to be a 56. That's not going to be Richardson. So that'll be a 43. And that'll be a BG. BG on a 31. 31 on a, that could be a, see, a BG. That's a rare play 2. Rare play 2. Gonna get a rare play 2. Okay, rare play 2. And on a 35. When we combine them, so an 8 on a rare play 2. An 8. Ball carry gains 3 yards, 2 men in motion on the offense, 5-yard penalty from line of scrimmage. So a 5-yard penalty. Gain 3. 5-yard penalty. Penalty, not a fumble. 15 seconds. So now it's going to be 1st and 15. 1st and 15 from the 22. And they'll do a short pass here. That's going to be to 54. He was 54. And that's going to be to I don't want that. He's a C, correct? Yep, Chris is a C. A 35 is a CS, and a 7. CS 7. And that's going to be 9 yards. So gets the penalty back. Complete for 9 yards. It'll be second down. And we'll do an inside run. And it is first and 10. First and 15 on an inside run. Is Richards. Gets one break and then he gets the ball right back. And a 63 defense is a CD, and a 18. CD 18. And that is 3 yards. Short pass. 16's not going to be good. And a 56. Who's that going to be? Smith. Smith. And that's going to be a hell of a defense. That's going to be a CD. Smith is a C, isn't he? Yep. So it's going to stay a CD on a 20. CD 20. And that is incomplete. Okay, stay short pass here. 3rd and 12. That's going to be a 35. CS. That'll be 12. That'll be Gordon. That'll make it a BS. BS and a 12. BS and a 12. BS. That's only good for 5 yards. 5 yards to Gordon. They'll have to kick the field goal. Try to kick the field goal. Come out to kick the field goal. And it is on the 14. That'll be a 31-yard field goal. Okay, let's see what happens here. Dawson with the kick. And that'll be a 56. That'll be a 38. 38. On the 14. 38 on the 14 is good. It's a 7-3 ball game. Now the kickoff. A 22 on the kickoff is going to be a 25. 25 on the kickoff. 25 is a touchback. So the Ravens get the ball back with 3:30 to go in the first quarter. And we'll do an outside run to Rice. That'll be a 55. That'll be an AG. 55. That's going to be 16. AG. G. And that's going to be a what? What did I say? A 16. 16 on an AG. 7 yards for Rice. We'll do a short pass here. And 2nd down and 3. And that's going to be a 15 for Flacco. 56. Who's that going to be? 56. And that's going to be Ed Dickinson. And he is a C. A C and a 21. 21 is a BS, so we'll stay at BS. Stay at BS. Stay at BS. A 15 on a BS is a 6. A 6, that's going to be a nice gain on a BS. 6 on a BS, that's 10 yards. Good job, 1st down. And they'll stay with a short pass here. The defense is a 41. That'll be an AS. AS, a 56. Is that back to Ed again? Yep, it's going to stay with Ed. It'll stay at BS. So it's an AS. So it'll be a BS. A BS and a 26 on a BS. Probably going to be incomplete. Might even be intercepted. Yep, that's going to be intercepted, I think. Nope, he's going to take off and run on a BS. Flacco's going to run on a BS. And a 42 on the run. And that'll be a 21 on a BS. Outside run. Outside run. I want to say a 20. Outside run. 42. 21. Outside run. And he'll get 2 yards. Flacco will pick up 2 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 8. We'll do an outside run. Outside run. And that's going to be a K result. That's going to be crazy. Rice with a K result. And that's going to be against CD. CD, a K result. And a 2 for Rice. Oh, my Lanta. He's going to outside run. What did we say? 12. CG. CD. CD. Outside run. And a 2. Outside run. CD. That's going to be 26 yards for Rice. 26 biggins to Rice. 26, not 5. 26 yards to Rice. Hey, Mr. Rice. Okay, we're going to do a short pass here. That's going to be a 33 for Flacco against it's going to be a good defense, a 55. That'll be against an AD. AD and a 46. Who's it thrown to? That'll be thrown to Rice. Rice is a A, and so it'll stay an AD. AD and a 3. This is going to be another nice gain. A 3 on an AD. And that's going to be first down and 5 more yards. So that is 10 yards, 15-yard pass to Rice. Imagine if that wasn't an AD. What would that have been otherwise? It still would have been a 3. Did I look at that right? Sorry, I was just 19 yards. 19 yards. Looked at that wrong, right? And if you can click on the right button. Let's see here. 3 on an AD. Yep, 19. Yep. 19 yards to Rice. And it is first and 10 from the 16. First and 10 from the 16. So now, what are we going to do here? We'll do an inside run. And a 63. Who's going to get the ball this time? That's going to be Pierce gets the ball. Give Rice a breather. Pierce comes in on a 31. That'll be a 16. A 16 against a BS. A 16 against a BS. And that's going to be 7 yards for Pierce. Got to take Rice out and put Pierce in. Okay. And we'll do another inside run. On 2nd and 3. That'll be a 46 who gets get the ball this time. 46, Pierce keeps the ball. A 24 is a 24. And a 34 is AD. AD on a 24 is 3 yards, and that's a first down. All the balls on the 9. So we've got to use another chart. Got to use another chart here. And it was a 24 and an AD, right? Yep. 24 AD, 2 yards. So he's 1 yard short. 2 yards. 1 yard short. And we'll keep it on the ground. Up the middle again. And that's going to be a 53. Who's getting the ball this time? Still Pierce. Pierce is going to get it for a 25. That's 16. 16 against a BD. 16 against a BD. BD. And give him 5 yards and a first down. cross them up. I'll just keep the ball on the ground. What the hell? Don't want to get fancy here. 56 is going to stay Pierce, right? Yep. Pierce keeps the ball. That'll be a 45. That'll be a 22. 22 against the CS. 22 CS. And that's no gain. No gain for Pierce. Oh, I didn't know where he was in the second quarter. No gain. Still no gain. Okay. We're going to do a short pass now. Short pass. That's going to be a 45. That'll be a BS. And that'll be 41. 41 will be Pitta. So it'll stay a BS. So a BS and a 65 is a 18. 18 on a BS. And that's incomplete. Pass, incomplete. And I'm making the call here. Rice is coming back in, and it's going to be an inside run to Rice. Just an inside run to Rice. A 35 for Rice. 35 is a 17. A 17 against a BS. 17 BS. 17 BS is 4 yards, touchdown Rice. That'll be 15 seconds off the clock. And the extra point. And that's going to be a 17. That should be good all day. 17 on the extra point is good. And it is now a 14-3 game. And now the kickoff. That'll be a 36. That'll be a 38 on the kickoff. 38 on the kickoff is 71 yards. 71 yards. And they'll just take the touchback. No time will come off the clock. 1st and 10 from the 20. They'll do an inside run. And that'll be Richardson. 43. Be a CD. A CD on a 17. 17 on a, what did I say? CD. CS. 17 on a CS. 3 yards. And they'll keep it on the ground. They'll do an outside run this time. And that'll again be Richardson. 22, he's going to get a nice gain on this one. 16 against a CS. A 16 against a CS on an outside. CS, and that's 7 yards. That'll be a first down. 7 yards and a first down. We'll do a short pass now. That'll be to who's 41? 41 will be to Richardson. On a short pass, he's an A. 44, that's going to be a good gain against a 63. A CG will make it a BG. BG on a short pass. What did I say? It was a 9. 44 is a 6. 6 BG. And that's good for 18 yards. First and 10. From the Cleveland 38, we'll do another short pass. That's going to be 65. Who's getting that? That's going to be Benjamin. Got to bring Benjamin in the game. Bring Benjamin in the game. And that's going to be 52. That'll be a CG. Benjamin is a C. It'll stay a CG. CG 18. CG 18. And that'll be incomplete. Incomplete. And we'll do an inside run here. No, do an outside run. Outside run. That's going to be a 62. Who's getting this carry? It's not going to be Richards. It's going to be Easton gets the carry. On a 44. And a 22 is going to be a CG. CG 15. CG 15 on an outside run. Outside run, that's 8 yards. It's 3rd and 2. He gets out of bounds. Alrighty, we'll do an inside run this time. And 53. That's going to be Richardson on an inside run. Inside run. 24. 24 and a CG. 24 CG is going to be nothing. He gets stuffed. Richardson gets stuffed. Nice defense by the Ravens. Going to force the first punt of the game. That'll be the first punt of the game. Alrighty, first punt. That'll be a 24. That'll be a 19. 19. 19 and the ball's at Baltimore 44. What did I say it was? A 24 is a 24 was a 19. 19. And that's a touchback. And a touchback. Ball come out to the 20. 10:45 to go in the first half. We'll do an inside run. And that's going to be 62. Who's going to get the ball? 62. And Pierce is going to get the ball. Pierce, 15. 26 for Pierce is a 24. 24 against a AG. 24 AG. Where AG is 3 yards for Pierce. And we'll do a short pass. Short pass. It's going to be good to whoever it is. That'll be a 54. Who's that? 54 is Dante Thomas. So Dante's got to come in the game. I don't want that. Okay. Dante Thomas comes in. He's a C. A C, right? Dante's a C, isn't he? Yep, he's a C. A 64 is a BS, so it'll stay a BS. A BS and a 3. Short pass, BS 3. And that's going to be first down and 6 more. 16-yard pass. Or no, sorry. 7 and how many more? 7 and 13-yard pass. 13-yard pass. Okay. We'll keep it in the air. Another short pass. Another short pass. That'll be 35. Who gets it this time? And that'll be Jones. Jacoby Jones gets the ball this time. And that'll be a... And Jones is an A, right? Nope, Jones is a B. A 54 AG, and it'll stay in AG. And a 12, that's not good. AG 28. 28, that could be intercepted. Nope, he's going to get sacked for 5 yards. First sack of the game here for the Browns. And how many yards did I say? 5. And who gets the sack? 16. 16 is going to be Jackson gets the sack. Okay, we'll stay short. It'll be second. No, we'll do an outside run. We'll make it Rice. I'm not going to make it Rice. Rice will come in. We'll do an outside run to Rice. And that's going to be a... You really didn't need that because I was saying it was already going to Rice. 24 is a 24 against a AG. Not good. Not good. 24 AG. And that'll only be 3 yards. 3 yards. So we'll do a medium pass this time. Medium pass. On 3rd and 12. As Kevin joins us here. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Yep. Yeah, I'm enjoying it too, Kevin. Yep. So here it is, a medium pass. Whoa, that one didn't make it through. medium pass. Oh, this is going to be complete. 16. Is that going to finally be Antoine Bolden? Is that finally going to be Bolden? Finally, Antoine Bolden with his first. So that's going to be the Bolden. 33 is going to be a 3. And a 22, it's going to be against an AD though. So medium AD on a 3. Medium AD 3. And that's going to be 33 yards to Antoine Bolden. Nice job on 3rd and 12. 33 yards. And a big first down. All right, we'll do an inside run now. And that's going to be a 55. That'll be Pierce, right? Pierce will get the carry. Yep, Pierce will get the carry. So Pierce comes back in the game. And that'll be a 28. 28 and a inside run. 28 against a BD. 28 BD. And that's going to be 0 yards. 0 yards for Pierce. We'll go short pass now. Short pass. Get my hands out of there. Short pass. Who is this? This is going to be to Anthony Allen, who is a C. Short pass. 25. 25 is a 7. 7 against a AD will make it a BD. C's a C. A BD and I said a 7, right? Yep. 7 BD. 7 BD is 6 yards. 6 yards to, we got to bring in, God darn it. Allen. 6-yard pass to Allen. Okay. 3rd and 4 will stay short pass. Short pass, and we're now inside the 30. Short pass inside the 30. Oh, that's going to be a good one. Sure way. That might just be a touchdown. 53, who's it to? 53 is Dante Thomas. And he is a C. A 1-1 is a BD. Will stay BD. BD 3. A BD 3. And that's a touchdown. No, it's not. 1, 2. Nope. That's going to BD. Since it's a BD, it's not. It's this 13 yards. 13 yards. Nice job with that defense. Saved a touchdown there. All righty. So it is 1st and 10 from the 14. We'll do a Inside run here. Inside run. And a 62. Who's going to get the ball? That's going to be Pierce again. Going to bring Pierce back in the game. Pierce is in there. Oh, that's going to be a good carry. 33. That's a K. 33 is a K. 56 is an AS on a K. K result. And a 65 on a K. 17. 17 on an inside run. What did we say it was? AS. Yep. 17 AS. Not as big as I thought. Only 4 yards on a K result. Kind of disappointing. Kind of disappointing on the K result. 4 yards. We'll go short pass here. Short pass. That'll be to 46. Who's 46? 46 is Rice. Let's put Rice back in the game. He's an A. So short pass to Rice. Short pass to Rice. That'll be a 5. 5 against a AS. 5 against an AS. And we're on the 10, so we stay on this. 5 AS. 5 AS. 14. Touchdown to Rice, right on the button. 14-yard touchdown pass to Rice. And the Ravens score again. And it is now 21-3. And the kickoff is a 15. And that'll be a 1. Kickoff 1. A 1 is 72 yards. They'll just do the touchback. Alrighty, to do a short pass here. Short pass. Short pass. A 61. Who's that going to? 61. That's going to Muhammad. He is a C. 56 is a BS. It'll stay a BS. Oh, that's going to be a good gain. A 3. Bring him in the game now. 3 BS. This is going to be a hell of a pass here. A 3 BS. A 3 and a BS. And that's going to be first down and 6 more. 16-yard completion on first down. And they'll do another short pass here. And that's going to be another nice play. And a 42, who gets it this time? 42 is Cribbs. Cribbs is an A. First time he's gotten the ball. And a 44 is a CD, so we'll make it an AD. I mean a BD. BD6. BD6. And that's a first down and 2. So it is 12-yard pass to Cribbs. Pass to Cribbs. Okay. Well, until they can stop you, do it again. Another short pass. Picking them apart. 31. 31. And a 63. Who's this going to go to? And it's still to Muhammad. Oh, we just took him out. That's right. Have to put him back in. Okay. 52 Muhammad is a C. 52 is a CG. A CG and a 5. CG 5. And that is 12 yards, and he gets out of bounds. Damn. Okay. Another short pass. He's just picking them apart. And that's going to be that's going to finally stop it, I think. 31. Who's a 31? 31 is Little. First time I think Little's been called today. Put him back in the game. Craig Little. And a 12. Little is a A. Yeah, Little is an A. A 12 is a CG. Make it a BG. BG on an 18. 18 BG. And that's complete for only 2 yards. So we'll do an inside run here. Break up this passing thing. Since they finally stomped them a little bit. Inside run. Inside run. That'll be a Trent gets it. 42 is an 18. 18 against a BS. 18 BS. 18 BS. And that's 2-yard gain. And it'll be 3rd and 6, and we'll do a short pass. And that'll be 63. Who's that going to? Muhammad again. Muhammad is a C, and a 65 is a BS. It'll stay a BS. 25 is an 8. 8 BS. 8 BS. 8 BS is 8 yards. Good for the first down. Go with an outside run here. And we are now inside the 30. Now inside the 30. And that's going to be Richardson. 63. 63 is a CD. CD 14. 14 CD. And that's a fumble. F22. We got a fumble. Fumble, fumble, fumble. So 22, right? Yep. F22. F22 on the fumble. And that's a 12. And a 12 is minus 3 yards, and D1 gets it. Costly turnover. Loses a yard. Gets stuck. The defense shows up. They should have kept throwing the ball. Baltimore recovers, and who's D1? D1 is McPherson. Recovers. And he'll just fall on it for no return. They don't have McPherson in the game, huh? Have to put him in the game here. Why can't I change the defense? Okay, then we'll do it this way. Does he come in now? Nope, then we'll do it this way. I ain't playing games. We'll do it this way. Roster. That's not what I want. Lineup. Defense. And now we'll do it this way. Now he should be in the game, right? Yep. Okay. So it is a 3-yard loss. Right? 12. Yep, 3-yard loss, and McPherson gets the ball. Baltimore. And no return. So 2:45 to go. Up 21-3. They're going to go short pass here. Short pass. Still got time. You got all 3 timeouts. All 3 timeouts. No need. You can even run the ball if you want. Can even run the ball if you want. We're going to do a short pass here. Okay, 23. 23, who's that going to be to? That is going to be the Troy Smith. He's an A. And a 61 is a BS, and I'll make it an AS. 8 AS. 8 AS. And that's good for 11 yards. To Smith. Torrey Smith with an 11-yard catch. We're going to do a running play, though. We're going to run Rice outside. I'm going to pick Rice, so we don't need those. And that's going to be a 42 is a 17, 17 and a BD. They thought we was passing. Outside run on a BD, 17. 17 BD. That's good for 12 yards. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. got the 2-minute warning. Okay, go short pass here. Short pass. And a 15, that's going to be to Antoine. And a 52 is a 29. 29 against AD. 29 AD, not going to be good. It's going to be a sack, I believe. 29 AD. Yep, he loses 2 yards on the sack. And we'll do a hurry up. So a sack. Loses 2 yards. See who gets the sack. Who gets the sack for Cleveland? A 32. 32 is Parker. Parker with the sack. And I'm going to have to make a change there and put Parker in. God damn it. Parker come in. Pass. Sack. 2 yards. Parker. And do a hurry up, 15 seconds. Hurry up, gets to the line. And they're going to run Rice outside here. Run Rice outside, and if we have to, we'll call a timeout. So Rice outside. Okay. I didn't need to roll that. Oh, it's going to be a good one. That's a K result. We'll use that as the result. And a 42. And they was looking CS. CS on an outside run. CS on an outside run. A K result of 45. 45 on a K is a 16. 16 on an CS. 16 CS. 16, that's only 8 yards, but he gets out of bounds. Not as good as I was hoping. Okay. And we'll go short pass. Short pass, and it's got to be one of the starters. Put the starters back in. Put Pitta back in and put Torrey in. Okay. Who we got here? Who we got in the lineup? So Smith is in. So Antoine Bolden's coming back in. And Pitta. It's got to be to one of these guys. I don't want that. To tight end. Okay. Short pass to one of the starters. That's going to be a good pass. See, a 30, a 43 is out one of the starters. As long as it's one of the starters. 43, yep, that's the Rice. And a 34 defense. 34 is an AG. It'll stay an AG. A 3 on an AG. 3 on an AG. That's going to be good. 3 AG. First down and 9 more yards. So first down. So that's 4 yards. That'll be 13 yards. 13 yards, and they'll call a timeout. 13 yards. And we'll say 15 seconds off the clock because of the timeout. No, but the Ravens will call a timeout. Okay, so 1st and 10 from the 27. We're now inside the 30. Inside the 30. And they're going to go for it right here. They're going to do a medium pass. Do a medium pass. Medium pass. Try to get the touchdown now. A 36 ain't going to be good. Let's see here. Against a good defense, too. A 66. I'll give you a BD. Who's it to? Might be an AD. A 24. A 24 is Torrey Smith. So it'll be an AD 16. AD 16. That's incomplete. Okay. And we'll do short pass this time. Short pass. That's going to be a 54. And we'll give it to Pitta. Pitta's a C. Because it's got to be a starter. A 43. It's a 13. 65. AS will make it a BS. BS 13. BS 13. And that's going to be a fumble. Pitta fumbles. F35. 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 Of course, if he scores, it's not a fumble, but I doubt that. F35. 63 on a 35. And that's a 1 yard. -1, and D1 gets it. So he gets sacked. That's what we're going to say. Another sack, and Flacco fumbles. Sack. Or do we want to give it a completion? We'll give it a completion. Pass to Pitta. Complete for -1. And fumble. Cleveland. And can he return fumbles? No. Nope. So 0 yards on the return. And that's the first turnover by the Ravens. And we're going to do medium pass here. Medium pass. Ball's at the 28. Medium pass, 45 seconds to go. They got all 3 timeouts, though. Medium pass. Medium pass. Here we go with the medium pass. 45 seconds to go in the half. And that's going to be to Gordon. And a 25. This might be complete. 25. That's an 8. 8. BS making an AS. AS. 8. AS 8. 18 yards, and they'll call a timeout. 18 yards to Gordon. And we'll bring Little back in the game too. Same thing for them. And is Watson in the game? No. Put Watson in the game too. Okay. So it was, what did I say, 18 yards? .25 was an 8. Yep, 18 yards. And they'll call a timeout. No, but Cleveland will call a timeout. Okay, another medium pass. 30 seconds to go in the half. 63. Again, it's got to be a starter. If it's not a starter, we'll say it's going to Little. Now we'll say it's going to Trent. He's the lowest one that's starting. And he's a B on a medium pass. 34. 34 is 35. That's going to be a penalty. 35 against a CS. It'll stay a CS. 35 CS. 35. That's only a 2-yard gain and a penalty. So it's a pass. Complete to Richards for 2 yards and a TH. Let's see what the TH is. TH. TH. 32 TH. 32 TH. It's 34. Unsportsmanlike conduct offense. 15 yards. If the offense scores on the play, this is a taunting penalty. So it'll be 15 yards. So they'll get the 2 yards. It'll be 15 seconds. So they'll get the 2 yards. No timeout. And then they'll get a taunting, 15-yard taunting penalty. Yards. What? No. We'll have to redo that. I guess I have to do the penalty. Okay. So kick out, get out of this. They want the damn clock to run out. Okay. Resume game. Previous. Okay. So it's going to be a 2-yard pass. Oh, the clock is going to run out. We'll do this. Just do the penalty here. No time comes off the clock. Penalty. 15 yards. No time comes off the clock. That's what we want. Yes. No time comes off the clock. Okay, they're just going to do a long pass here. Long pass. Hail Mary pass. And that's going to be 63. Again, we're going to say that is to, we'll say it is the Little. Little is an A. An A, 62. That's going to be a AD. An AD on a long pass. AD on a long pass. Long pass, a 63. It's going to be a 13 AD, and that is caught for 48 yards and a fumble. Caught 48 yards and a fumble. Oh no, it's not. That's F48. Sorry, not thinking. F48. F48, not 48 yards. F. Let's look again. Make sure I got the right thing. Long pass. Long pass. 13. Long pass. F48. F48. 23. 23 on a 48. He gets sacked, but the offense picks up the. So that's going to be a pass. Weldon's going to get sacked. For how many yards? He's going to get sacked for 4 yards. 4 yards. 6 gets it. Who's 6? Right tackle. Schwartz gets it. 6. Have to see who gets the sack. Cleveland recovers it. Schwartz recovers. No, and who gets the sack? 66. Who's the last one on there? Sure way. 66 on the sack. Upshaw's going to get it. Put Upshaw in the game so he can get the sack. Pass, sack, 4 yards. Upshaw, fumble. Schwartz. And now to win the half. Now to win the half. And the Ravens will get the ball to start the second half. And I'll be right back on a phone call. All right, sorry about that. My aunt showed up and brought me some corn. Couldn't turn that down. Yeah, nothing wrong with that, Greg. Nothing wrong with it. Better late than never. Starting the second half here, we'll look at the stats in the first half. Yeah, like I say, my aunt brought me some corn. Good old sweet corn. The Ravens will get the ball. Let's take a look here at the stats. So it is 21-3. Cleveland started the game off, moving the ball down the field, but threw an interception. The Ravens turned that interception into a touchdown. Then Cleveland came down the field and scored a field goal, made it 7-3. Then Baltimore marched on down this 80-yard drive, 11 plays, scored a touchdown, made it 14-3. Then it's been a fumble and punt fest after that. Cleveland has 13 first downs, so does Baltimore. 15 rushes by each team, except for the yardage, 35 for Cleveland, 83 for Baltimore. Cleveland's 14 for 17 for 160 yards. Baltimore's 11 for 13 for 135. Both teams have been sacked twice. Cleveland 2 times for 11 yards. Baltimore 2 times for 7 yards. 2 fumbles by Cleveland. They recovered the last one there before half. And the 1 interception, so both teams have turned the ball over. Baltimore with that 1 fumble heading into the end zone. That was a costly fumble. Cleveland came up with a big stop there. Time of possession, 17-15 for Cleveland, 12:45 for Baltimore. Cleveland is 1 for 3 in the red zone. Baltimore, there's the difference in the game, 3 for 3. Third downs, Baltimore's a perfect 5 for 5. Haven't punted yet, just a turnover. Cleveland 4 for 6. And let's take a look. WEEDEN's 14 for 17, 160 yards, 1 interception, 2 sacks. FLACCO 11 for 13 for 135 yards, 2 touchdowns and 2 sacks. You got Richardson, 14 carries, 27 yards for only 1.9. Rice, 7 carries, 60 yards for 8.6. Pierce, 7 yards for 21. 7 carries for 21 yards for a 3. And you got Rice, the leading receiver right now for the Ravens, 3 catches for 42 yards. Pitta, 2 catches for 7 yards. Thompson, 2 catches for 26. Everybody else has just 1. The big one by Bolden, 1 catch for 33 yards. And Gordon has 3 catches to lead the Browns. Muhammad with 3 catches. Richardson with 3 catches. So let's get down to the field and get this second half started. And a 21-3 game. And the kickoff by Cleveland. It's going to be a 12. And that'll be a 41. What's that going to be? 41 on the kickoff. A 41 on the kickoff? I don't even see a 41 on the kickoff. When he goes up to 36. What kind of games are they playing? What kind of games are they playing? Kickoff says use the P column. And a 12 on the P column is a 41. And there is no 41. That don't make no damn sense. That don't make no damn sense. We'll re-roll. We'll use this. 66. It'll be a 37. That still ain't on it. I don't know what's going on. Reroll. Wait a minute. 33. 33 is, that's a 37. What's going on? There is no 37 on the damn kickoff. I don't know what. Wait a second, I was looking at the wrong chart. 41, 61 yards. 61 yards, and it was a 66. 61 yards. Jones gets it. It's going to go 61 yards. Don't know what I was doing, looking at the wrong damn chart. And a 66 on Jones. There's a P, and that's going to be a 1. It's going to be a hell of a return. A hell of a return here. That's going to be a touchdown. A freaking touchdown. A freaking touchdown. 61. So that'll be down to the 4-yard line. That's 96 yards. 96-yard touchdown return. Ain't that crazy? Make sure I did this right. 96-yard touchdown. I'll be damned. Jones, Jacoby Jones. 96-yard touchdown. And now the extra point. 52 is a 5, and that should be good all day. 5 is good, and just like that, it is 28-3. Every time should come off the clock. And now the Ravens will kick off. 96-yard kickoff return. Okay, here we go. Here we go. And a 31 for Tucker is a 17 on the kickoff. 17, and that'll be 72 yards. King Cribbs, he's just going to take the touchback. No time will come off the clock. So the Browns now down 28-3, and they'll do an inside run here. Settle things down. And a 14 will be Richardson. And a 54. Be a 36. That's not good. 36 against a CD. 36 CD. 36 CD. D. And that's going to be 11 yards and a TE. So it's going to be an 11-yard run. So that part's good, but then you got the penalty. And that's a TE, yep, TE. TE. And a 26 on the TE is a 7. That's going to be holding on the offense. Holding on the offense. So it'll be 1st and 20. And they'll do a short pass. Short pass. Short pass here. So that'll be a 28-64. Who's going to get it? 64. 64 is Muhammad again. Man, he's been called a lot. He's a C. A 44 is a CD. It'll say a CD. And a 28 on a CD. 28 CD. And he's going to get sacked for 3 yards. Going the wrong way quick here. A sack of 3. Who's going to get the sack? 54. 54 is Terrell Suggs gets the sack. And we got to put him in the game, of course. So I think I took him out. Yeah, I did. Okay. I'll have to do the whole thing over again. Pass. Sack. What was it? 28. 28 was a CD, right? Yep, CD 28. And that was 28 CD. What did I say? And that was 3 yards. 3 yards. Suggs gets the sack. Okay. And it is 2nd and 23. They'll do a short pass. Try to get some of it back. Oh, they're going to get some of it back and then some. That's going to be a short pass to Gordon. Short pass to Gordon. And a CD is the only thing that's going to save them. A CD, make it a Gordon, it'll be a BD. BD on a short pass of a 3. 3 BD. 3 BD. And that's going to be 16 yards. And he gets out of bounds. Doesn't get it all back, but gets most of it. And Gordon's not even in the game. Gotta get Gordon in the game. Okay. 16 yards. And out of bounds, right? 16 yards and out of bounds. All right, and that makes it a reasonable 3rd and 7. They'll do another short pass here. Another short pass. And that's going to be 25. And that's going to be to carry him on. I think that's his first target of the game. Jordan comes in the game, and he's a C. Yep, he's a C. Got a 17. 17 against a BS. It'll stay a BS. 17 BS. That's incomplete. And they'll have to punt. And here's the punt. .52 on the punt. And that'll be a 21. A 21. 21 on the punt is 41 yards. 41 yards. Jones returns it. See how many yards Jones gets on the return. And that'll be a 51 on the return. 51 is a 12. A 12 on the punt return. A 12. And that'll be 4 yards on the return. 4 yards. So a 37 net, and they'll do an inside run, the Ravens will. And that'll be a 65. Who's going to get the ball? It might be Anthony's going to get the ball. Yep, Anthony Allen's going to get the ball. Anthony Allen's going to get the ball. Be a 45. So it'll be a 22 against a BS. 22 BS. 22 BS. And that'll be 3 yards for Allen. We'll keep it on the ground here. We'll do an outside run this time. Outside run this time. And that's going to be, Rice is back in the game. Rice back in. A 13 will be a 25. That'll be no gain, I would imagine. No gain against an AG, I would think. 25. To say AG, yep. No gain for Rice. And we'll go short pass here. Short pass on 3rd and 7. Short pass, 3rd and 7. And that's going to be 66. Who's that going to be to? That's going to be to Anthony Allen. He's a C. And that'll be an AD, make it a BD. BD and a 16. BD 16. And that's incomplete. And this will be the first punt by the Ravens. First punt by the Ravens. That'll be a 18 on the punt. 18 on the punt. It'll be 58 yards. 58 yards. And the return of 14. 14 is the P column. 14 is going to be a 35. That's going to be a penalty. 35 on the punt return. 35, that's 18. 18-yard return. And a TQ. 18 and a TQ, right? Yep, TQ penalty. TQ penalty. That'll be a 64. TQ. TQ. 64. And that's holding. Holding on the offense. So that's going to be holding on the, who's the offense on the punt? Should be the kicking team, right? Kicking team is the offense. Right? Yep, offense. So that would be a 40. They're just going to take the ball. Or not. Make them re-kick. A 58-yarder was a good kick. So 10 yards on the offense. They're going to make them re-kick it. Going to re-kick it. What the hell just happened? Let's redo this again. God darn it. I don't know what just happened. Okay. Damn it. Play. Resume. Previous play. It's 4th and 7. Just do a offsides. I'll have to re-kick it. Okay. And now the re-kick. A 33. That's going to be a 2. A 2. He bombs this one. He's going to bomb this son of a bitch. He bombs this one. A 2. That's going to be downed at the 7-yard line. They should have just took it. So 7. That'll be a 64-yard punt. Out of bounds. Out of bounds. $64 yards. Down at the 7. They'll do an inside run, try to get some breathing room here. Inside run. That's going to be a 64. He's going to get the ball. On a 64. Won't be Richards, that's for sure. Richardson. Hardested's going to get the ball. 21 is a 24. 24 against a CD. And we are inside the 10. Offensive, between the offensive goal line and 14. God darn it. Trying to find these charts sometimes is a pain in the ass. Between the offensive teams, 14. That was a 24 and a CG. 24 CG. That's going to be 0 yards. And they'll do a short pass. Short pass here. Short pass. That's going to be a good defense. It's going to be a CD. 21. Who's that going to go to? 21 is the Watson. He'll make out at a BD. BD. 13. 14 BD. 14 BD. 14 BD. BD, that's incomplete. All of a sudden the defenses are showing up. And alrighty, they'll do a short pass here. Yeah, they'll do a short pass. So it's going to be 55. Who's that? 55 is Chris. Have to put him in the game. Chris comes in the game. And it'll be a 32. That's not going to be good. That'll be a 24. 24 against a BD. 24 BD. That's going to be intercepted. 24 BD. That's an interception. 61. Interception 61. 52. 52 and a 61. 52. That's 16 yards downfield. Okay, 16 yards downfield. This is not good, folks, not good. And 11, who intercepts it? D11. Well, we'll do it this way. See who intercepts it. It says D11 intercepts it. Do this. That'll be a 62. 62. 62 on the interception is Fort. Have to put him in the game. On the interception. Paul intercepts it. Drop back and Kruger intercepts it. So Paul intercepts it. It was going to be a pass. 16 yards. Paul intercepts it. And let's see how far he returns it. Return chart. Return chart. And where's Paul at here? A 54. 54. It's going to be a 36 on the return. It's going to be a penalty. 36. It's going to be a 13-yard return and a TK. And a TK on the penalty. Right? Yep. TK. TK on the penalty. A 23 TK. 23 TK. 7. That's holding, no decline the penalty. It is 1st and 10. 1st and goal from the 10. 1st and goal from the 10. 1st and goal from the 10. I can get this damn board. Getting pissed off here. 1st and 10. Okay, we'll do an inside run. Inside run. And that's going to be 43. Is that going to be Pierce? Nope, that's going to be Rice with the run. 43 is a 14. A 14 against a BG. 14 BG. And that's going to be a fumble 22. Jeez, you Pete, this game's gotten sloppy. Fumble 22. Fumble 22. That'll be a 51 on a 22. And that's going to be 4 yards. And it's fumbles it out of bounds. 4 yards and he fumbles it out of bounds. 4 yards. Does it have out of bounds? What is just say Rice recovers his own fumble. Okay. 2nd and goal from the 6. And we'll do a short pass. Short pass. Short pass. Short pass. That's going to be a 53. 53 is Dante. Put him in the game. Dante is a C, right? Yep, he's a C. Be a 25. That'll be a 7. 26 AS, make it a BS. BS. 7 BS. BS is 4 yards. 4 yards. Take us to the 2. Okay, we're at the 2-yard line. And it's just going to be an inside run to Rice at the 1-yard line. 36. Not going to be good. That's a 24. 24 and a 12 is a CD. CD. 12 and a 24 CD. CD. And that is 1 yard. Rice gets it. 1 yard, plunges in and gets it. Got that all on his own. That is amazing. 1 yard all by himself. 15 seconds. And the extra point. 13 is a 37, and that's good. No time comes off the clock. And the kickoff, and it's now a 35-3 game. It's getting out of hand. And that's going to be a 65 on the kickoff. And that's going to be a 2 and a 1. A 2 and a 1. So the kickoff is a 2, right? 2. That's going to be 66 yards. 66 yards. And Cribbs is going to return this one. 66. Cribbs returns it. And a 1 for that is a 5. That's going to be a hell of a return. Hell of a return. A 5 on the kickoff. And that's going to be 57-yard return. God darn it. Where did that get? A 57-yard return. 57 yards for Cribbs. Both teams. Special teams. Can't tackle worth a crap. 57 yards for Cribbs. Out to the Baltimore 44. They needed that. Cleveland needed that. They're going to try to strike while the iron's hot. Strike while it's hot. They're going to go medium here. Medium pass. See if they can strike when the iron's hot. And that's going to be a 22. Is that going to be Mr. Gordon? Nope, Ben Watson gets it. Watson's an A. Watson gets it as an A. And a 12. That'll be a BG. BG 16. 16 BG. That'll be incomplete. Incomplete. Alrighty. So they'll do an inside run now, try to get some yardage here. Tried to hit the homer. Didn't come up with it. 41 will be Richardson. 64 is an 18. 18 against a CD. 18 CD. 18 CD is 3 yards. And we'll do a short pass here. Short pass will be to Gordon, right? Nope, again to Watson. Watson's an A. This is going to be a good one. An A against a 3. 3. That'll be a BS. 3 BS. Not long, just short. BS 3. BS first down, plus 10, 17 yards to Gordon. 17 yards to Gordon. First and 10 from the Baltimore 24. They'll stay with the short pass here. That'll be a 43. 16 is going to be Watson again, ain't it? Yeah, Watson's busy. And a 63. 63 is a CG, make it a BG. BG 31. BG 31. BG 31 is probably going to be a rare play. BG 31. Yep, rare play 6. Rare play 6. And a 3. 3 on a 6. Is center snaps, hits quarterback's helmet and ricochets into the arms of the halfback, who is immediately tackled for a 3-yard loss. Okay. We'll stay with short pass here. Still inside the 30. Still inside the 30. What a short pass. And we got a 23. Who's that? Is that Watson again? Nope, that is Jordan. Watson's coming out. Jordan is a C. Jordan is a C. 51 is an AG. We got a BG. BG 6. BG 6. And that's 13 yards and out of bounds. Picks up the first down. Picks up the first down. Okay. Now still. So it's 1st and 10 from the 14. And again, they'll go short pass. And that'll be this time it will be to Gordon. On a 14, that'll be a 35, that'll be a penalty. 62 is an AS. AS. And I said 35, right? 35 AS. 8 yards. 8 yards and a TH. 8 yards and a TH. On a 46. 46. 46. TH. 46 TH. And that's going to be holding on the offense. Marching back 10 yards. Now, still be inside the 30 though. Back to the 24-yard line. And they'll do a short pass again. Short pass. And that's going to be a 19. 62, that's going to be a C. That'll be Muhammad again. Muhammad. And he's a C, and that'll be a CD. 16 CD. And that'll be incomplete. And we'll do an outside run here. Outside run. Try to get something here. That'll be a 63. And that'll be a 65. That'll be a 24. 24 CS. 24 CS. That'll be no gain. Didn't trick the Ravens. And they'll do a, can they still do a medium pass from the 24? Let's see, can they? Yes, they're going to do a medium pass. Does not want to cooperate with me. Medium pass. Medium pass. That's going to be to Watson, right? Yep. He's an A. Medium pass to Watson. 34. Is a 35. That'll be a penalty. A 63 is a CG. Make it a BG. BG 35. G35. 7 yards and a TH. Seven yards and a TH. 66 on a TH is a 20. Pass interference on the defense. So it was 7 yards. 7 yards, and they'll take it because that's an automatic first down. Pass. First, we got to put Watson back in the game anyway. Pass interference, 7 yards. And an automatic first down. Big penalty against the Ravens there. It's 1st and 10 from the 17 now, thanks to that penalty. And they'll do a short pass here. And that's going to be 63. Who's that going to be to? And that is going to be Muhammad again. He's already in the game. 46 is an 18. 53. CS 18, right? CS 18, that's going to be incomplete. And incomplete. All right. We'll do an outside run to Richardson. And that's going to be a 16. Well, not to Richardson, whoever the dice says it, which it will be Richardson. Forgot I'm not doing that anymore. 46 is Richardson. 16 is a 25. That'll be no gain. 32. 32 is a CD. 32. 25 C. No gain. 3rd and 10. Short pass. Short pass. CG 46, who's that going to? 46 is Archstead. He's a C. 45 is a 15, and they'll stay a CG. CG. And that'll be complete for only 1 yard. Complete for 1 yard. And you're down by 32. You got to go for it. Got to go for it here. 4th and 16. We'll do medium. Can they still do medium from here? They'll do a medium. 65. That's going to be an 18 against a 18 against a BS and a 63. Who's that going to be? Muhammad again. That's a C. So it'll stay a BS. BS 18. And that's incomplete. And the Ravens take over at their own 16, up 35 to 3. We'll do an inside run with a 4:15 to go in the 3rd. That's going to be 34. 34 is going to be Rice gets the ball. On a 62, that's 25. That'll be no gain for Rice. And we'll do a short pass here. And we drop a dice. Of course we drop a dice. Oh my. That'll be a 45. That'll be the rice. Rice is an A. Pass will be out to Rice. He's an A. 43 is a 13. A 13 against an AG. 13. 13 against an AG. An AG. 13 against an AG. AG, and that's going to be a fumble, 37. I'm starting to believe him now. I wasn't getting a lot of fumbles, but sure am this game. Sure am this game, a 37. 37. And that's a 42. 42 and a 37 is 15 yards. That's going to be at the 1 yard line. Get sacked for 1 yard line. Get sacked for 15 yards. $15 yards. He fumbles. Baltimore doesn't recover. Cleveland recovers. And it was a D9 recovers it. D9 is Hayden. Joe Hayden recovers it. Because he is able to advance a fumble. God damn it. Fucking bored. Can he advance a fumble? No. First and goal from the 1. Oh, the sack. Who gets the sack? 44. Who gets the sack? That's what we didn't look up. 44 on the sack is Rucker. And he's not in the game. Guarantee he's not in the game, is he? Yeah, he is. Okay. Okay. We're going to do an inside run. First and goal from the 1. And that's going to be good because that's going to be a K. A K. 42. 24 is going to be Richardson against a, like I say, re-roll here. And 43 on his K. 43 is a 17. A 17. And a 17 against a CS. CS. And that is 1 yard touchdown. And the extra point. 62. 62 is a 38. 38. on the extra point is good. And it is now 35-10. And now the kickoff. .46 on the kickoff is a 5. 5 at 70 yards, and they'll just take the touchback. Alrighty, an inside run. Try to run some clock off and not fumble, huh? 46. Is going to be Pierce. Bring Pierce in the game. 46. That's going to be a nice run of 55. That'll be a 15 against a BS. Bring Pierce in. I said that was a 15, right? 15. 15. I don't know where to put this at. It's in the goddamn way. 15. 15 on a BS. BS. That's going to be 14 yards for Pierce. Big ones. And we'll do another inside run. And a 65. Who's that going to be? 65. That's going to be Anthony Allen. And a 66 for Allen. That's only going to be a 15. The other two would have been a K. 33. It's going to be a BG. BG 15. G15. That's going to be 10 yards for Allen. Until they stop them, they're just going to keep running. Okay, another inside run. Why not? That's going to be a 46. That's going to be Pierce again, right? Yep, Pierce. Pierce with a 14. That's not good. A 35. 35 against a AD. 35 AD. That's 3 yards and a TE. 3 yards and a TE. TE. A 66 on a TE is a 31. Unnecessary roughness, 15 yards from the gain. So 3 yards for Pierce. And defense, 15 yards. All right, keep going here. Another inside run. They can't stop them unless they do something dirty. Unnecessary roughness got them last time. 12, that'll be Rice. Rice will come back in here. Rice with the ball. Rice with the ball. That's going to be a good carry. That'll be a 15. 15 against an AS. 15 AS. 16 yards for Rice. FLACCO is going to switch it up here and throw a short pass. We're inside the 30 now. Inside the 30. Short pass. 55. Who's that going to? 55. That'll be to Ed Dickens. He's a C. Bring it in. .53 is not going to be good. Might be 9. 9 against a AG. We'll make it a BG. 9 BG. BG, that's 8 yards. 8 yards. Dead. Not bad. We'll do an inside run now. Inside run. 1 second and 2. That's going to be a 55. That's going to be Pierce, ain't it? Yep, Pierce will get the ball. Pierce with a 53. That'll be an 18. 18 against an AS. 18 AS. 18 AS. And that'll be 5 yards for Pierce. And that'll be a first down from the 9. First and goal from the 9. We'll keep it on the ground. This time we'll go outside. Try to stretch them out some. That'll be a 63. Is that going to be Pierce again? Yep. Pierce. 41. That'll be a 26. 26 against an AS. 26 AS. And he loses a yard. 2 yards. Loses 2. Don't pick up 2. Okay, we'll do another run here. That was the start of the 4th quarter now. That was the last play of the 3rd quarter. Take a look at the stats here real quick through 3 quarters. You got a 35-10 lead. Cleveland 17 first downs. Baltimore 19. Cleveland 22 for 53 yards rushing. Baltimore 26 carries for 137. Cleveland is 17 for 27 with 190 yards passing. Baltimore 13 for 16, 148. 3 sacks by each team. Cleveland's fumbled twice. Baltimore 3 times. Cleveland's turned the ball over 3 times. One of them was an interception, if I remember correctly. And Time of possession. Cleveland's winning the time of possession 25-19. Actually, two of those turnovers have been interceptions. Yeah, let's get down here to the game. And it is 2nd and goal from the 11. We'll do a short pass here. Start the score. Short pass. 16. Is that going to be the Smith? Nope, that's going to be the Antoine. 26 is a 17. And that'll be an AD. An AD. What did I say? 20. 17 AD. 17 AD. Incomplete. All right, another short pass here. And that's going to be 26. That's going to be the Smith, ain't it? Yep, that's going to be the Smith. We got to get Smith in the game. Smith is an A. That'll be an AS. And a 35 on an AS. 35 AS. That's 7 yards and a TH. 7 yards TH. 7 yards on the TH. And that's a 53. 53 TH is a 30. Twisting the face mask, the defense, 15 yards from the gain and a first down. So that'll be, let's see if this does it right. So it'll be a pass. Smith, complete. 7 yards. It'll be 15 yards, but let's see if it does half the distance. So it's 1st and goal from the 2. 1st and goal from the 2. And we're just going to, it's Rice in the game. We'll put, let's see, how many carries does Rice have? How many carries does Rice have? And he has 12 carries. We're bringing Rice in. Going to bring Rice in from the 2. And give it to Rice. Give it to Rice. That's going to be a 64. That's a 17. 17 against a AS. 17 AS. And that's good for a 2-yard touchdown. And the Ravens scored to start this 4th quarter. 32 is a 39, and that should be good. 39, that's good. And it's 42-10. Time comes off. And now the kickoff. And that's going to be a 44. It'll be a 25 on the kickoff. And that's a touchback. And we'll come out throwing short pass. Short pass. That's going to be a 55. Who's that? 55. 55, who is that? 55 is going to be 55, Chris. Is he in the game? No. 55. He's a C, right? Yep, he's a C. 55, he's a C. A C. 25 is an 8. 61. It's a CS. It'll stay a CS. It'll stay a CS. 25 was a 8. 8 CS. And that is good for a little 5 yards. Put the wrong person in it. Another short pass here. You know what? Let's do a medium pass, 2nd and 5. That's going to be complete, I believe. 33. That's going to be a 5. 5, a 44 is Josh Gibbs. That'll be he's an A. 24, that's an AD. And a 5 on an AD. 5 AD, and that's good for 23 yards, and he gets out of bounds. So now we got to bring Gibbs in. Josh Cribbs. Cribbs has got to come in. Cribbs comes in and 23 yards and out of bounds. Alrighty, we'll go back to short now. 1st and 10 from the 48. And a 21. And that's going to be Watson. Where are you, Watson? And 15. It's going to be an 8. 8 against the BS. 8 BS. And that's good for 8 yards. No, sorry, 12 yards. Good for 12 yards. We're in the 4th quarter now. Good for 12 yards. Okay, another short pass. And that's going to be a 52. Who's that to? And that's going to be to Chris again. He's a C. He's a C. And a 13. 13 and a CS. So I'll stay a CS. 13 CS. And that's incomplete. Short pass again. 12. 12 and a 22 is Watson. He's an A. And we drop the damn dice. An A. And a 64 is a CS. Make it a BS. BS 12. BS and 12. BS 12. BS 12. That'll be 7 yards to Watson. 3rd and 3. And they'll do a short pass here. And that's going to be a hell of a pass. Who's that going to? That is going to Gordon. He's an A. A 62. AS. It'll stay an AS. And a 5. 5 AS. 5 AS. 14 yards and out of bounds. Yards and out of bounds. We're now inside the 30. We'll do a short pass again. That's going to be a 45. Who's that going to go to? Cribbs again. Is he still in the game? No, we got to put Cribbs in the game. Cribbs is in the game now. He's a A, right? Yep. And that's going to be a 15. 15 against a AG. 15 AG is good for 6 yards. Alrighty. 2nd and 4 from the 13. They're going to do a medium. They're going to try to get it in the end zone here. 46. And that's going to be to Gordon. He's an A. 46 is an 18. 18 against a BS. That'll be an AS. And that'll be an incompletion. Okay, short pass here. 3rd and 4. That's going to be a nice pass. That's a 5. 22, and that's Watson, right? Yep. Watson is an A. 13 is a CS, making a BS. BS 5. BS 5. That is 13 yards and a touchdown. 13 yards and a touchdown to Watson. And these Browns ain't giving up. Extra point. 12 is a 38. That's good. Time comes off the clock. 10 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the game. be a 44. It'll be a 25 on the kickoff. 25 on the kickoff. And that's going to be a touchback. Time comes off the clock. We'll do an inside run. 51, that's going to be Pierce, ain't it? Yep, Pierce gets the ball. Pierce with the ball. 65. That's a 24. 24 against AS. 24 AS. And that is 2 yards for Pierce. We'll do an outside run this time. That's going to be 61. Is that still Pierce? Yep. Pierce with a 15, and an AG. 15 AG, and that is 20 yards. Pierce picks up 20. And we'll do a short pass here. Short pass. 56. Who's that going to? That'll go to Ed Dixon. He's a C. He's still in the game. And a 61 is a 12. 12 against an AD. We'll make it a BD. BD. 12. BD. Oh, BD. 6 yards and out of bounds. Alrighty, we'll do another short pass here. It's 2nd and 4. That's going to be a 12, 42. Who's that going to be? It's going to be the Rice. Put him back in the game. He's an A. 23. I'll be an AG on a 12. AG. That'll be 11 yards to Rice. And we'll do an inside run. And that'll be to Rice. 53, that's an 18. 18 against an BS. 18 BS. Team BS, that's 4 yards for Rice. Another inside run. That's going to be Rice again. 56 is a 25. That'll be no gain for Rice. 53. BS. And short pass now. On 3rd and 6. That's going to be 25. Who's that going to? That is going to Smith. He's in the game. 31 is an 8. 8 against a BG, make that an AG. AG on an 8. And that's going to be 16 yards to Smith for the first down. And we'll do another short pass here. That's going to be a 16. Who's that going to? A 36. Jones. We got to bring Jones in the game. Jones is coming in. Jones, that'll be a 16. Jones is a B. And we'll stay at a BD. BD on a 16. And that's incomplete. And we'll do an outside run this time. 41. That'll be Rice. 63. That'll be a 35. That'll be a penalty. AG 35. AG 35. On an outside run. That's 4 yards in the TE. 4 yards in a TE. And a 64. On a TE is holding on the offense. Holding on the offense. Second, we'll do another outside run here. Another outside run. That's going to be 45. That's going to be Vaughn. So we'll do an inside run. 35, that's his first carry of the game. 35 is a 10. 10 against a AS. 10 AS. That'll be 7 yards. Seven yards. 3rd and 13. Third and 13. We'll do a short pass here. That's going to be a 35. Who's that to? 35 is going to be the Jones. Is he still in the game? He is. Jones is a B. Jones is a B. A 25 is a 7. 54. Before I moved it. That'll be an AD. It will stay an AD. We're inside the 30 now. AD. AD. And what did we say it was? 7 AD. 7 AD. That's 8 yards. And we'll kick the field goal. And we'll bring the field goal unit out. 4th and 5 from the 17. From the 17. And that's going to be good all day. That is a 1. And that is good, good, and good. Tucker with the field goal. And it is now 45-17 with 5:15 to go in the game. And the kickoff. And that's going to be a 42 on the kickoff. That'll be a 17. 17 is 72. And they're going to bring it back. What the hell? 72-yard kickoff. $72 yards. He's going to bring it back on 42. 42 is an 18. 18 on the kickoff return is 26 yards. First and 10 from the 17. Go short pass here, 5 minutes to go. And they're down by 22. 53. That's going to be a 12. 21. I think that's Gordon. Nope. Watson again. Watson's an A. We said it was a 12. 12. And a BG. 12 BG. 12 BG. And that's good for 8 yards to Watson. And now they'll do a medium pass. And now a medium pass. And that's going to be complete. That's a 7. And who's it going to? A 55. 55 is Chris. He's a C. C. 7. And that is a, keep it a BS. BS 7. BS 7 is 17 yards and out of bounds. Okay, short pass now. And that's going to be completed too. Nice job. Against the 25. And is that Watson again? Nope. Jordan's coming in. Jordan's coming in for Watson. And Jordan is a C. 24 BS. It will stay a BS. 5 BS. 5 BS. That's 13 yards and out of bounds. Cleveland not giving up. Not giving up. They're going to do a medium pass now. Medium pass. That's going to be complete, I think. That's going to be a 6. 25, is that to Watson? Nope, that's again to Jordan. He's a C. 16. AS, make it a BS. BS 16. BS 6. 6. BS. BS. That's 25 yards. 25 yards on the play. And they'll call a timeout. They'll do another medium pass. Now they're inside the 30. Inside the 30. They're going to try another medium pass here. That's going to be a 12. That's going to be to Gordon. He's an A. And we drop the damn dice again. And that's going to be a CD, make it a BD. BD. 12 BD. 12. That's going to be incomplete. Okay, go back to a short pass here. That's going to be a 36. That's not good. 24. And again, that's to Jordan. He's a C. 12. CG. CG on a 35 or 36? On a 36. CG. It's 11 TH. 11 TH. 53 on a TH. 53, that's a 30. Twisting out the face mask on the defense. So 11-yard completion. Completion. And 15 yards. First down. 15 seconds off the clock. It's going to be first and goal from the 3. First and goal from the 3. And they'll do a short pass here from the 3. 51. It's going to be an 8. 53. Who's that to? 53 is Chris. He's a C, and that'll be a CD 8. CD 8. And that is good for 3 yards. And that'll be a touchdown. 3-yard touchdown pass. I didn't want 30 seconds. Well, okay. Extra point. I didn't want 30. Should only been 15. Extra point is good. No time comes off the clock. Okay. I'm doing a one-side kick here. Doing a one-side kick. One-side kick. That'll be a 65 on the onside kick. 65 is a 19. 19 on an onside kick. Goes 33 yards. And 09 recovers it. 09. Let's see who 09 is. 3309. Special teams. It will be an 09 on the special teams. Special teams. Do they have a chart here for that? Special teams. Kickoff. And we'll say no return. This falls on it. Alrighty, and we'll keep Rice in the game. Just run him up the middle here. 34 is a 36, a 42, CS 36. CS 36. That's 10 yards and a TE. And a 31 on a T. 31 T is 18. All sides defense will take the 10 yards. We'll take the 10 yards for Rice. Other inside run to Rice. They're not calling a timeout. It was a penalty. And that's going to be a K. Yep, that's a K. K against a BS. And a 61 on the K is a 15. BS 15. BS 14 yards for Rice. And they'll call a timeout. another inside run here by Rice will take us to the 2-minute warning. 41, 26 on a CS. 21 CS, 0 yards. 2-minute warning. And we'll let Pierce come in and finish this off now. After the 2-minute warning. Pierce is going to come in. Okay. 2nd and 10. Cleveland has one more timeout. So Flacco's just going to take a knee. They'll call a timeout. They'll call a timeout. Flacco will take a knee. And we'll punt. 45 is a 18 on the punt. And 18 on the punt. 18 on the punt. And we're defensive. Did I say it was a 45 and an 18? 45 and an 18. That's going to be down at the 4. So 44-yard punt out of bounds. Pins them down. Just going to take a knee. Well, he'll just no gain. Plunge ahead for no gain. No. And now I'll take a knee. And that'll be the ball game. And that's your ball game, 45-24. Take a look here at the stats. First downs was even. That's about the only thing that was even. Look at the yardage they racked up against the defense, though. Weeden started doing good. Of course, the game was out of hand. 26 first downs, 24 for only 51 yards rushing. Baltimore, 38 carries for 200 yards. 30 for 43, Weeden was for 347 yards. Flacco was 17 for 22 for 188. Each team was sacked 3 times. Cleveland fumbled twice. Ravens 3 times. Only lost 2 of them. And out of the fumbles, they only lost 1 fumble because there was 2 interceptions. And like I say, Weeden 30 for 43 for 347 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and was sacked 3 times. Flacco 17 for 22, 88 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 3 sacks. Richardson 19 carries, 28 yards is all he got, 1.5. Gordon, 1 carry, 17 yards. Hardiston, 2 carries, 8 yards for 4-yard average. And Rice, 18 carries, 111 yards for a 6.2 and 3 touchdowns. Pierce, 13 for 63, 4.8. Allen, 2 carries, 13 yards, 6.5. Jones, 1 carry, 8 yards. Leach, 1 carry, 7 yards. Rice, 4 catches for 53 yards. Dixon, 3 catches, 24 yards. Antoine Bolden only got 1 catch. Torrey Smith, 3 catches, 34 yards. Thompson, 3 catches, 31 yards. Pitta, 2 catches, 7 yards. Like I say, Antoine Bolden only 1 catch for 33 yards. Allen, 1 catch for 6 yards. You had Rice fumble. He recovered his own fumble. Pitta and Flacco fumbled. And for the Browns, Richardson and WEEDEN fumbled, but they was able to recover both of them. Just one of them, sorry. Yeah, just one of them. No, both of them. Cripps, 3 kick returns for 103 yards, 34-yard average, 57-yarder. How about Jacoby Jones? 2 kick returns for 96 yards, 48-yard average, 96-yard touchdown. Dawson was 1 for 1 in field goals, a 32-yarder, and 3 for 3 in extra points. Tucker was 1 for 1 in field goals, a 34-yarder, and 5 for 5 with extra points as ID joins us. Now, I enjoy it. I'm enjoying it, buddy. I actually like this game. And using the Action PC, I don't have to keep track of the stats, so makes it nice. Makes it nice. Yeah. So the Ravens go to 4-0. Cleveland drops to 1-3. Let's back this up. Back this up before I do anything. Utilities. Create a backup. It's not going to let me create a backup. Why? Why isn't it letting me create a backup? Let's see here. See if the backup's already in there. Okay, go to DK Sports. Where's football at? There's football. Seasons. Yeah, get rid of the backup. Delete it. Okay. Close this out. Now it should let me back it up. Nope, we'll close it out and reopen it. Close it out and reopen it and back it up. And now create a backup. Backup current database. Yes. Okay. There we go. We got that done. See who the Ravens play next week. I think it's Kansas City. Yep. Travel to Kansas City to take on the Chiefs. Yep. And the Chiefs are 0-4, looking for their first win against the Ravens in week number 5. Let's look at the standings and the leaderboard here. Look at the standings and the leaderboard. The Giants are 3-1. The Redskins are 2-2. Cowboys are 1-3. The Eagles are 0-4. So you got the Eagles 0-4, the Jets 0-4, and the Chiefs 0-4. The Vikings are undefeated. They're 4-0. Bears are 3-1. The Packers are 2-2. Lions are 1-3. Falcons are 4-0. You got everybody else in that division at 2-2. Buccaneers, Panthers, and Saints. Seattle and the 49ers are both 3-1. The Cardinals and Rams 1-3. The Dolphins are 4-0. Patriots and Bills 3-1, and the Jets 0-4. Ravens 4-0. The Bengals 2-2. The Steelers 1-2. Why is the Steelers 1-2? What happened? Why ain't the Steelers? Why didn't the Steelers couldn't already had a bye, could they? What the heck? Let's see here. Team stats. Go to the Steelers. Where's the Steelers? Pittsburgh. There you are. They didn't play week 4. And let's see what week 4 was. Did we miss a week 4 game? Let's look it up here. Did they have a bye in week 4? That's crazy having a bye that early in the year. Let's look. Let's look it up. Pittsburgh. When was their bye week? Yep, they had a bye in week 4. Okay. Yes, they did. Who else had a bye in week 4 then? Somebody else should only have 3 games. Oh, the Colts, they had a bye week. The Browns are now 1-3. The Jaguars are 2-2, and as you can see, the Colts were 1-2. They must have had a bye week in week 4. Texas 1-3. Titans 1-3. Broncos are 3-1. The Chargers are 2-2. The Raiders 1-3. The Chiefs 0-4. Eli Manning's leading the league with a 114.9 passer rating. Flacco's moved up to 4th. Mr. Peterson with 570 yards. Martin with 449, and Hey Dibble Dibble race up the middle with 552 now. Percy Harvin with 38 catches. Marshall with 34. And Rice with 66 points so far. Welsh 51 as a kicker. And Green with the Bengals with 455 yards. Sacks right now is Jones with New England with 4. Interceptions is Hall for the Skins with 4. Pretty good. Ravens right now have the best offense, averaging 38 points a game. Look at that Atlanta defense, only giving up 10 points a game. That's pretty damn impressive. I want to thank ID Gesture, Greg, and Kevin for stopping by here. If you're new to the channel and haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and bell. It don't cost a dime. Till next time, y'all have a great day and take care.